Yeah, the Curragh it's an incredible race course. It's probably one of the best in the world. It's a big, open, galloping track. You know, quite similar to something like Ascot. Maybe it's a very fair track. Horses usually have very little excuses there. There's a big, long straight. It's a very wide track. You know, the mile and a half, the Derby track is very good. It's straight for a few furlongs and then it starts to bend. And I think there's about a 3.5 furlong straight. So it's a very fair track. You never get any hard luck stories there, and usually the best horse always wins, and that's all you can ask for from a racetrack. Yeah, so we're looking like we'll have 3 runners on Derby Day. So first of all is Proud and Regal in the Derby itself. So he's in good form. He ran the Guineas last time over a mile. We're stepping him up in trip by 4 furlongs. The pace of the race didn't really suit him the last day, so we're hopeful that to step up to a mile and a half will suit him much better. He was a Group 1 winner last year. So obviously he's a high class horse. It's looking like it's going to be a good race, but we think the mile and a half at the Curragh on nice good ground is going to suit him well. Hopefully he'll run a very good race. It looks like a competitive race with August Rodin obviously going to be hard to beat, but we'd be very happy if we were in the first 3 or 4. Then we have DEVIOUS, possibly in the Railway Stakes, the Group 2. So we think he's a very good horse. He won impressively first time out at Naas, and then we brought him to Ascot for the Norfolk, where the 5 on very quick ground was probably a little bit too sharp for him. So we're going back up to 6 furlongs at the Curragh, probably a little bit easier ground as well, which we think will suit him very well. So as I said, we think he's a high class horse and hoping he'll run a very big race. Then the third runner we have is WODAO in the listed Dash Stakes. He's a very, very solid, very consistent horse. He was second in 2 good listed races early on in the year. We then brought him to France for a 6 furlong Group 3, and he was a bit disappointing. We think the ground was a little bit quick for him that day, so hopefully back at the Curragh, it's a very fair track, very good track. It looks like it's going to be just good ground with not too much firm in it, which will suit him. So we also think that he'll run a very good race. I think Whirlpool is a fantastic initiative. It's great for everyone around the world to be able to get them to tune into racing in places like Ireland and give them the opportunity to bet on the races. It's also fantastic, you know, to increase the prize money in all these places, and I think it's a fantastic thing for everyone in the worldwide horse racing.